right, how about the play in the 8K range, Geoff? Who are you going to be going with here?
Yeah, this one is, I mean, there's two players I got my eye on. The first is Webb Simpson, just because he's too cheap at 8,300. But the player I really like is Patrick Cantlay. Again, he's like the 8K version of Justin Thomas. Why is Patrick Cantlay under 9K when you've got guys like Hovland and Hatton, especially guys like Hatton and even Louis over 9K? I mean, Patrick Cantlay won at the Memorial, basically a month ago. He's put in really solid performances at the last two majors. So the player's trending very well. He's an all-around player as well. You look at some of his coastal performances on like little par 70s, like the RBC Heritage and Valspar and things like that. They're really solid. I think Patrick Cantlay could end up being just like the value play of this tournament at under 9K. And again, I like Webb Simpson. He's super cheap, but the form advantage goes heavily to Cantlay here. And that's the player I think you got to play in the 8K range.
Reid, what do you think?
Yeah, but Justin Thomas, going back to that one, Geoff, didn't you see him top the ball on social media at the Scottie? Yeah. Oh no. No, I love that JT call. He's severely underpriced, and that's where that's usually when you get the GPP lineups to hit is when you get these really good guys that are underpriced. Paul Casey is my favorite, but I do think he's going to be heavily rostered in this range. Win earlier this season, he's played well in back-to-back majors, and I actually can't take credit for this call. It's Rick Gaiman at Rick Run Good. He put me on to Scottie Scheffler, and I think that's a fantastic call with GPPs. If you're taking a look, again, really focusing on these millionaire makers, you're going to have unique lineups. Not every single golfer needs to be unique, but sort of akin to your Webb Simpson call, Geoff. I've played Webb in the last couple of majors, and he's burned me. So I got some PTSD with that. But with Scottie Scheffler, take a look at what he's done as well, not just in terms of the majors, but overseas. Like, he's also a guy young that you don't think should do well on this type of course, but growing up in Texas could be, used to the windy conditions, a la Jordan Spieth and a lot of other guys. And so I do like a Scottie Scheffler. And this 8K range is really tough. Like, to take a move from Geoff Ulrich's repertoire of mentioning a ton of guys in this range. I also like Tommy Fleetwood. Like Fleetwood, his game and temperament sets up well for the Open Championship. So there's going to be some decisions to make in the 8K range. It's my favorite by far in this tournament.